So hello everyone and welcome to a new weekly overview. Hi جميعا welcome لنيو weekly overview. نحن معنا هذا الأسبوع. This week the weekly overview was nice despite the low volume in the market when it comes to the currencies mainly, not for the Dow, not for the gold. هاي جميعا welcome بالويكلي اوفر هذا الاسبوع كان اسبوع رايق نسبيا بما يتعلق بالعملات. اكيد مش للداو للذهب كانوا منيح. So we will tackle this week in the best way and we will see what kind of news we will have and how many opportunity we have in the market. Always remember that we always have opportunities in the market. If the market sometimes is slow or low volume, or sometimes it's up and high volume, when the market is slow and with a low volume, you have to be conservative, even though you don't make a lot of money during that week, but at least you make sure you do not lose during this week, waiting the next week or the week after so we can make the big wins, and that's how it grows step by step. يعني لو اوقات كان الماركت رايق باسبوع معين ما لازم نحن نحوص، ما لازم نحن نصير يلا بدنا نطلع مصاري بسرعه، لا بننطر ناخذ الامور على رواق. وانس طلعنا هالاسبوع كان مثلا منه كتير قوي ولكن رايق، يعني ما خسرنا في، اهم شيء حافظ على عدم الخساره بشكل كبير لحتى الاسبوع اللي وراه والوراه تكون اقوى واقوى ونقدر نطلع اكثر انكم. So without wasting more time, we'll move forward to the chart and we will start with the news that we have this week. شو عنا هذا الأسبوع؟ Monday not big news. Tuesday GBP, this is Dubai time, 1:30 p.m. Flash manufacturing PMI, flash service PMI in US, 6:45 p.m. GMT +4 Dubai. CPI in New Zealand, the 1.45 Wednesday AM, 4:30 AM, the CPI in Australia. Canada, 7 p.m. The Bank of, okay, we have like the FOMC, but it's the bank rate, the BOC monetary policy, but it's in Canada. The BOC press conference also, it will be for people holding Canadian, any pair related to CAD Canadian. It will be highly affected this Wednesday based on the BOC monetary policy report and the overnight rate, plus the BOC press conference at 8 p.m. Dubai time. So if you have any position, you must be very careful because it might help you or it might destroy your account at some point if it become very fast. So don't increase lots, don't trade with high lots before or during the news to be on the safe side. Thursday 5:30 p.m. GDP, Friday core CPI. Okay, so it will be a good week, not big week, big week, but good week, of course. And I think technicals will play its role. هذا الأسبوع رح يكون أسبوع منيح، تكنيكال رح يشتغل شغلة. بدكم تنتبهوا شغلة خصوصي للأشخاص الحاملين كندي أو أي شيء ريليتد بالكندي. رح يكون عنا الفوائد بكندا مع البريس كونفرنس رح يعملها رئيس البنك المركزي الكندي. سو بدكم تنتبهوا بهاي فولاتيليتي ايفنت، ما تكونوا عم تخسروا أو عم تعلوا اللوتس بشكل كبير. So let's start with our pairs US 30. As you can see, the US 30 daily, it was scrolling down all the last 4 days until the first 4 days of the week, until yesterday it started to reverse. So what can I see here? Now we have two options. We have the big double top that's being formed, the double top الكبير اللي عم يبلش ينعمل, this. So breaking this big support will lead further down to the Dow Jones. Look, has a big move down potential. Let's see. So we will put two scenarios for the sell and one scenario for the buy. رح نحط شكلين للسell وشكل للbuy. Okay, so let's see this. Oh my God. لما بتعلق هيدي كتير بحبها. Anyway. So we move down. This is the full target here from the top to the neckline. And top line neckline, we take 75% on the daily, which should be like around this level, this support here. Okay. So the first scenario, if at some point it resumes down the big one, the big scenario, السيناريو الكبير للدبل توب اللي عنا اياها، في حال كمل نزله وكسر هذا الليفل, of course it has to close daily here. بده يسكر هون daily here if it resumes down and then open, makes a wick up and start to push down. If it moves one way down, I will not take the sell. I will wait a daily close. For this Dow Jones, we need a daily close, okay? So then you should have the sell. The stop loss, I will put it for now like this, but we should check the wick and the lower time frame at that time. We have almost a 75% target of 1345. عندنا target 1343 نقطة 45 نقطة. يعني risk to reward is almost 1 to 10. It's amazing, but of course it won't be, and it should be like 1 to 5 or something like this. But so far the sell entry for this now it's 32,455, 32,455, 32,445 the scalp, only for scalp this, not the swing. The main TP2 will be 32,276, TP3, which is the low of this support, 32,460. 70 for 32,470, and the TP4, the 75% target, should be around 31,145 as the stop loss. We'll have it for now as 32,585. Okay, so this is the first sell. هذا السل الأول إذا كسرها بكمل نزلة. هلا the second sell, which is the closer one, but here it also has to be, it's a little bit more complicated because we have a lot of wicks at this level, but this is the low of this candle. Here we have support area, an interesting support area here. This is okay. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very hard. This sell will be hard, but you have to be careful. If it breaks this, so the sell will be around 32,912, 32,980, 92, 02, sorry. This is always the scalp, 32,873 TP2, TP3 32,830, and TP4 will be here, wick fill down, clean traffic to 32,600. with a stop loss around 32,995. Now, for the buy, as you can see, and this is, I'm more likely to check the buy, to be honest. أنا أكتر ميال إني شيك على الباي. Why? Because we have a clean support forming here and reversal forming here. This is an interesting reversal. We have a reversal candle closing above the high of this candle. I will take the Fibonacci on the daily. So most probably it will be this. If the next candle on the daily opens, إذا فتحت الكاندل وراها, made a wick down and start to push up after this, breaking this resistance, the entry should be 33,390. TP1, the scalp always 33,400. 33,400. And then the TP2, which is the 38.2% Fibonacci below it, will be 33,470. TP3 will be 33,640. And TP4 will be 33,800. The 61.8 golden ratio for a reversal or retracement up. So it's very interesting as a buy. If it opens, makes a wick down, and then start to push up for the buy with these levels. And of course, the stop loss will be here around like this. See, long position, not short position, long. Short position هون. هيكون عنا الطلعة. Stop loss will be around like 33,330. 33,330. TP1 دايما سكالب ل 10 نقط. TP2 which is the swing بتبلش 38.38.2% الفيبوناتشي، كل النزلة من فوق لتحت الرد عليها وإلى ما هنالك 50% وال 61.8%. We go for gold, still pushing up. The highest level almost hit 1937. Here, as you saw, we had the buy, but also we had a flag. كان عندنا flag حلو على الديلي. We had a nice flag. Where is it? I almost like a flag. يا الله شو بحب تعلق. خلص علقت. Okay. Okay, so this flag and it broke like 1910. Made a big fill, closed all the flag. Now let's see what will happen. Here we have the support. Now we have a clear support here. And we have a clear resistance here. So we have above and below. If it breaks 18, okay, we have 1895, 1895 with stop loss like 1900, 1900. TP1 94, which is the 10 pips. TP2 1888, this resistance high. TP3, this support level 1870, and TP4 can go to 1854. Also you can take it as Fibonacci. Too big from this level. Oh my god, this is too big. Okay. Will not take this Fibonacci. This is too big. Take the last move from here. The last move. So we might have TP2. Let's go. TP2 1880, TP3 1865, and TP4 around 1855. Okay. The buy scenario. The buy scenario. Here we got the sell scenario. The buy scenario, if it opens, makes a wick down and start to push up again, the buy should start at 1940, 1940 الشروة, 1935 stop loss, 1941 the TP2, 1956 TP3, and 2000, guys, we are approaching from 2000, 1995 the TP4. Okay, the TP2 1952, TP3 will be 1964, this one, and 1995 the TP4. Okay, we go for US oil, still the same study like last week. It's stagnating the same range. So we keep the same study. We have this resistance up. Look, all these support here, this resistance. So we need to break the 84 to move up to TP1, TP2, TP3 with the same stop loss, while we need to break down the 76.75 to move further down with the same study. So for the oil, we will keep the same study. As you can see, the Bitcoin still pushing up in our study, and we are still holding from 1680 our investment in Bitcoin. بعدنا محافظين عليه around this area. And of course, this is an investment for the long term, not the short term. And now my break even is at 1680 almost, where the CCI and percentage R daily started to break. It was amazing, guys. Here, CCI percentage R start to break with a new candle around 17 here. The first one here, 16,900. So it was pushing up. Also, our study last week showed a buy, potential buy 18,600, and still pushing up. And then it made a wick down and pushing more up from 2160 for the last also week. And it's still pushing up on the weekly. The weekly Bitcoin is reversing up. It's nice. Hopefully it will resume up to 30,000 at least. So we'll update our weekly study. And daily study. So far, big move up. It might retrace. We have this sell, this option for the sell. Now another option for the buy. So now if it start to push down, breaking 20,000, the sell will be 20,000, stop loss around 20,500. 90,000, 19,700 TP1, 19,000 TP2, 18,000 TP3, and 16,300 TP4 for the big push down to get back all the way down. Otherwise, if it keeps pushing up 23,000, the entry stop loss around 22,500, 23,300 TP1, 24,000 TP2. $26,000 TP3 and 28,423 will be the TP4. It will be the TP4. We go for the GBP JPY after pushing up again. Let's see what we have on the daily chart. We'll release everything. We have this resistance area. عنا هاي المنطقة تبع resistance حلوة for the next week with a clean traffic up, but we have to be careful from this resistance level and this resistance level and this resistance level, and the last one will be here. Okay, so hello, we'll go to it. So as you can see here, if it breaks up this level, we have the buy around 162.50. Always the scalp, it's your option, the 10 pips, 60, 62.60. The TP2, 62, 63, 12.6295. TP3 can be 64 and TP4 will be 66.34. Of course, during the road to this, you can grab pips. Now, if it opens, makes a wick up and start to push down, you have a sequence of low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher low. Now we have two options. Let's start with the first one, which is the sell here, especially this support level. If it breaks down, we might have the sell here, the first sell here. We need a wick down, of course, wick up, and then moving down. Come on. Okay, so the sell will be around 158.50. Stop loss 58.95, 58.40. The TP1. Whoa. 58 TP2, 57.22 TP3, and 56 TP4 for the sell. Euro dollar still pushing up. Wave 5 on the way. Same euro dollar, guys. It's amazing. The Elliott waves is working perfectly with the euro dollar. ماشي تمام. It retraced a little bit and now it started to push up back. We have the fifth wave almost till 1.0925, but let's see what will happen. Now, we have the sell, it's on the same path. Still CCI percentage R overbought. We might have a retracement at any time. 1 second, we have this sell here, we have this option here for the sell. $1.0760 the sell, stop loss 1.0790, 0750 TP1, 07 TP2, 0634 TP3, and TP4 should be at the low of this like 1.0516 almost. 1.065 لازم ينزل هون في حال عمل دبل توب، يكون عم يعمل دبل توب ورجع كسرها. لازم اذا كسر هذا النيك لاين هون، اذا هلا عنده توب رجع عمل توب تاني وعم ينزل، if it made a double top, one top, two tops and breaks this، كسر هيدي 0.67 لازم يكون عم يكمل نزله حسب النقاط رح بتشوفوها بالتيبل. Otherwise if it opens makes a wick down and start to push up again, this will be the support. اذا فتح عمل wick down وكمل طلعه، يكون هيدا السبورت يلي عمله. في مجال يكسر لل1.08. let's be safe on this case. اوكي، في مجال يكون عم يكسر لل1.0890. 1.0890 the buy, stop loss 1.0865, 0.8 1.09 TP1 the scalp. The full target of the wave 5 that we had 1.0930 TP2, 1.10 TP3 and 1.11 or 1092. It will be the TP4. If we check the weekly, it's already a lot of move up in the weekly. Don't know if it will resume up, but on the weekly chart also the CCI and percentage R start to be overbought, sorry. So we might see soon a retracement, a big retracement for the euro, like 300, 400 pips. So let's see what will happen. Now we go to GBP USD. Also GBP USD on the weekly. We have the weekly resistance now. If it breaks it, it will be its push up. It already made the daily up. Look what a reversal it was. Wow. This is on the weekly for the swing. This will be interesting. This will be interesting for the buy. Nice. Let's go for the daily. As you can see, it took all the buy for the daily. Now a new buy if it breaks this level. 1.2455, stop loss around 1.24. The 2465 the TP1, 2505 TP2, 2620 TP3 and TP4 2760. We might have a full recovery up of the GBP USD. Now for the sell, will be more on the lower time frame. رح يكون أكتر على lower time frame with this support area on the 4-hour chart على 4 ساعات. So the sell will be 2305, 2335 the stop loss, 2295 TP1, 2270 TP2, 2216 TP3, and TP4 should be the full one. This 1.21. Let's say 1.2110. Okay, with the stop loss as we said. هلا for the buy, you already mentioned the buy. AUD USD also still on the daily in between. It will have almost the same buy for a wick fill. If it start to push up, it will be like around 0.7025, stop loss 0.6995, 0.7035 the TP1, 0.7060 the TP2, very close, 0.7135 TP3 and 7214 TP4 with a stop loss around 69.95. While if it start to push down, open makes a wick up and start to push down after this and break this sell 0.6857, stop loss like 68.87, 47 TP1, 67.87 TP2, 67.35 TP3 and 66.42 TP4 will be interesting for the sell of the AUD USD and the DUSD and the D dollar. مثل ما شايفين as you can see here بالNZD dollar. Daily. Let's remove all this. We have a simple resistance here. We have the buy, especially if it resumes up. This is a retracement. Look, after all this move up, بعد كل هيدي الطلعة عنا retracement اللي عملها. It retraced between 23 and 38.2 and then start to push up again, now breaking this level 0.6540. Stop loss, there will be the buy. Stop loss 0.6550 TP1, 6620 TP2, 6685 TP3, and 0.68 will be the TP4. While the sell will be below this level, if it breaks this, السيل رح بيكون هون إذا كسر. $61.81, stop loss 62.15, 81.71 the TP1, 61.42 the TP2, 60.35 TP3, and 59.25 TP4, which is the Fibonacci up retracement 38, 50, and 61.8 if it will resume down. So we'll get the sell to this point. We can have a double top. في يكون عنا double top عم بيعملها 1, 2 and then break this support يكسر هيدا الخط الدعم من تحت ويكمل اول هدف يعني بالسوينج يعني تي بي 2 بيكون 0.61 35 مثلا هي 32 50% وال 61% دائما اعلى منهم ب 15 نقط رح يكون سيل حلوه في حال عمل الدبل توب. In case we have the double top, it will be a nice sell with these targets. USD CHF dollar Swiss still pushing down. We are also getting ready for a divergence at this level. Interesting divergence on the CCI. So as for the sell, we'll have this on the support. رح يكون عنا sell على السبورت هون. $0.9415 entries buy, 0.9480 TP stop loss, 94.25 TP1, 94.85 TP2, 95.44 TP3, and 96 TP4. This one, the big resistance. If it opens, makes a wick down, up, and start to push down, the sell will be around 0.9075, stop loss 9105, 9065 TP1, 9013 TP2, 8958 TP3, and 8871 TP4 with the stop loss around 9115. USD CAD, also we are still holding the same buy and sell, but now we can decrease a little bit to this level. Buy. So 1.3540 entry, stop loss 1.3505 stop loss, or 1.35 stop loss, 3550 TP1 the scalp, 3590 TP2 the swing, 3642 TP3, and 3780 TP4. While if it start to push down again, we have this resistance area here, so the sell will be here. إذا كبسنا open makes a wick up and start to push down, the sell can start 33, 1.33 1.33, stop loss 1.3350, 1.3290 TP1, 1.3260 TP2, 1.3136 TP3, and 1.30 will be the TP4. So إذا كمل نزلة كمان فتح كسر هيدا السبورت اللي موجود هون, عنده ترافيك لهيدا السبورت التاني. We have a small traffic for this next support area, and then breaking it, you'll have a clean traffic down. So be careful guys, be safe in this weekly overview. Be careful, كونوا عم تتابعوا. Don't forget tomorrow on Monday 10 p.m. Dubai time, 9 p.m. KSA time. So to have the update of the main currencies I work on the swing, like it will be live after the market open. We are talking about the Euro dollar, GBP dollar, GBP JPY, gold, oil, and Dow Jones with Bitcoin. ما تنسوا التنين على الساعة 10 توقيت دبي، 9 توقيت المملكة العربية السعودية، 8 توقيت بيروت. تكونوا عم تتابعونا كرمال لحتى تشوفوا الابديت تبع الويكلي اوفري اللي رح نكون عم نعملها بما يتعلق بالبارات الاساسيه اللي انا بشتغل عليهم عديتهم من شوي. So have an amazing night and see you tomorrow.